Well, good morning, afternoon, or evening, as the case may be, in your part of the world. Uh, Good to have you here, and welcome to the first episode of, or the first edition of Zen Ebay. Let me talk a little bit before we get started and tell you what it is that you can expect here and what you cannot expect. First of all, I'm not a professional as far as eBay goes. I do have sites that I put up. I don't normally do it this way. What this is going to be is really a primer to get you into doing your first eBay auction. And many of you have PayPal set up, and you have your eBay set up, and you have your seller account set up. Those three things need to be done before you continue on from here, or while you're doing this. This first episode is going to be not really deal with eBay a lot, but deal with what you do before you put the thing up on eBay. So bear with me if you will, and get ready for an interesting time, if nothing else. So, what's the first thing that you have to do? Obviously, is you have to decide what it is that you're going to sell. If you're going to make some extra income, you have to have something to sell. If you haven't got anything that you don't need anymore to get rid of, then you can create something to sell. Some people will go to dollar stores or to craft fairs or craft stores and get soaps and perfumes and bath oils and that kind of thing and put together bath baskets. And those seem to sell pretty well. And you can do anything. You can make your own flower arrangements or make your own jewelry. I use polymer clay sometimes and make things, and I could easily make something, make a polymer clay turtle or something if I wanted to, and try to sell it on eBay. On the other hand, you may have stuff in your garage that you no longer use that's not really beat up or anything. There's no reason why somebody else can't take advantage of it or might want it and use it. And in that case, then you will want to pull that out, clean it up, make sure it's in working condition. And if it's not in working condition and you still want to sell it, you can do that, but you need to fully disclose what the condition is of the item, and that makes it a little more difficult to sell. So for our purposes, what I'm going to sell is, when I went out to take my trash out, I found an exercise bicycle thing. You've seen it. Here it is again. And I'm going to sell that on eBay. So the first thing I have to do is I have to look at it very closely and see if there's any markings on it that tell me what it is. You know, does it have a label? Does it have a model number? Does it have anything that tells me what it is that I've got, unless I already know? Then the second thing to do would be to either Google that, Yahoo that, go to Excite and use their web search and type in what it is. Now in my particular case, this is what I typed in, and I used Yahoo. Now you'll immediately see that when I used Yahoo in order to do that, I used the company name, Blackburn, and I know that from the label on it that it's a fluid. And I will put in cycle. So you'll see that I put in Blackburn fluid cycle, and the third one down, number 2, says Blackburn fluid cycle trainer. So that's where I want to go. It's at Yahoo Shopping. So I'll go over there. And when I go over there, I find some pictures of the item that I'm selling. It looks exactly like what it is that I'm selling. Under Sports Authority, and I'll click on that. And this tells me what the retail price is. The retail price is $229.99. You know, and that's great. I got it out of the trash, and it's in like new condition. And here it is for $220, $230. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this information from the website and get as much information as I can about it. If there's a better description or product, you know, description, then I'm going to go ahead and get that description and use that when I list the item. I'm also going to take note of any keywords. Cycle, trainer, fluid is a keyword in this case, because the fluid trainers are there's not a lot of those around. So this is a pretty decent item that I've discovered that I'm going to sell on eBay. So now I know what I've got, what it is that I want to sell. I know what the retail price is of it. It sells for $229.99, and that's new. Now I want to find out, what can I get for it? What can I expect to get out of it? So the next step to that would be to go to eBay. So I will go through the normal process of going to eBay. I already have it set up, and I will go to eBay and I will sign in. And you will see that my account is Balanced Gifts, and I will sign in with my password. And I'm in. There we go. That's Balanced Gift. It says hello, Balanced Gift. It shows my my little yellow star rating and some items down towards the bottom that I was watching. There's a camera down there and a handcrafted flute, because I thought I might like to have one of those. So then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to buy. And when I'm on buy, I'm going to type in the same thing. Blackburn, fluid, cycle. And I'll also add trainer. What I'm trying to do right now is I'm trying to find an item, the same item that people have for sale here on eBay. And I see that there are two of them. It looks like they're brand new. They're both selling for $229.99. They both take PayPal. But that's okay. If you look right down on the left-hand side, you will see next to the arrow it says completed listing. So I'm going to click on that, and then I'm going to show items. And now what I'm looking at is I'm looking at 5 of the Blackburns that were listed. Out of the 5 that were listed, I can see that one that was in very poor condition, right here. You can tell from the photograph that it was in poor condition. It only sold for $78.02. and you'll notice that the green numbers are items that sold. The red numbers are items that did not sell. And you'll notice that those new ones for $229.99 did not sell here. All three of the ones that did not sell were brand new ones. But the used ones did sell. And down towards the bottom, I see that a Blackburn bike cycle fluid trainer, it says it's new, sold for $103.70. So I know that my profit is going to be somewhere, since I paid nothing for it, between $78.02 and $103.70. That gives me kind of a range, so I can kind of get an idea of what it is that that I can expect to get for it. Now comes the second part. Now I have this information, and I'll usually type it in Notepad, or I use Note Tab Lite, and it's just a text editor, and I'll type the information in. I'll type in what it is, how much the retail price is, what I can expect to get out of it, what I expect the auction to go to. And in addition to that, I will also put the full description that I got from the other website underneath it, so that I can use that when I do my ad. The next thing I need to do, if I haven't done it yet, is I need to clean it up. I have to make sure that all the parts are working, that that there is anything wrong with it. If there is anything wrong with it, I need to note that so that I can add that in the description, so I can fully disclose to my customer exactly what it is they're getting. This way they won't return it because they're getting something that they didn't expect. This is important. You want your customer cannot pick it up, look at it, turn it around, and do all those things. So it's up to you to do that for them. In order to show it to them from all angles, in order to show them that it's working. If you can show them that it's working, one of the good ways to do that, because we are vloggers, is you can take your webcam or your digital camera or your palmcorder, and you can actually take pictures of it working. You can show them that it's in working condition. Another thing that you might do, just so that in case it comes back later on, when you box it up, you might also want to take pictures of you boxing it up, so that they know that everything was put in the box and boxed up correctly. So that's the next thing that you do. Once that's done, you need to take your pictures. I would suggest that you get yourself use either a good digital camera, or and make sure there's plenty of lighting. Do it during the daytime, so there is plenty of lighting. If you can't do that, there's been a lot of success with people using full spectrum bulbs and that kind of thing. You're going to run into the same thing with that as you do with your videos here on YouTube. Your lighting is important as far as how well your end result will be. Now, if you only have, use what you have. Don't go out buying cameras and stuff for your first eBay auction. Many of you know that when I did the laptops, I took pictures of a laptop with this little camera. It cost me $17 at Walmart. It's a digital, they actually call it a toy cam. And I actually used this little camera in order to take the pictures of the laptop, and they came out great. I'll show them to you on here. Another one of the laptops that I sold, the screen was hinges were completely broke, and I showed them that. But I did prop it up on the couch and show them that it was working. It did come on, the screen did light up, but that it had these cracks in it, and that it was a damaged product. Both of the customers, or all the customers, I should say, there were actually 4. no, three. There were actually three customers, and all three of those customers give me good feedback, and thanked me for, for being as honest as I was. So that's important. Make sure that you have as good a picture as you can possibly get. And if you have to take a lot of them, take a lot of them. But get as good a picture as you possibly can. Get it from multiple angles. So you've got your picture, you've got your item, you know what you can expect to get for it, and you've done the research to find out everything that you can about it. You're going to give all of that information to your customer. The next step that you should do is, once you've got the item cleaned, working, taken your video, researched it, have your information, you can get a box and box it up. Take videotape of you boxing it up, take pictures of you boxing it up, show it in the box that's all packaged, close it up, and seal it with tape, and mark on it somewhere, with a pencil maybe, what it is, in case you have other items that you're going to be selling. Do this for each and every single one of your items. Get it ready, get it boxed up, so that it's good to go. You might want to not tape the top shut, because you may want to put a packing list inside, or a thank you card to those people who have bought your item. So, where are you going to get the boxes at? Well, that's a really cool thing about eBay, is that you can go over to through eBay, or you can just go to the post office online, or you can go there physically. And if you contact the post office, they will mail you boxes to put your stuff in. It doesn't cost you anything. And when you finish the auction, you will even be able to print a label, pay for your shipping online, print a label out with all the information, slap it on your box, and you're ready to go. So your work as far as handling the object is done. Your work as far as researching the object is done. Now, if you find that you're not going to get what you expect out of the item that you wanted to sell, that doesn't mean that you shouldn't put it up, but you might want, if you're looking to make a profit out of it, you're going to want to try to find something that will sell well. So, you might want to find another object. You might want to find something else. You can also just go on and investigate eBay, while you've got this break until the next one, which will be in a few days. While you're in that break, take a look at the items that are similar to the things that you want to sell. Investigate them and see what kind of profit you're going to get out of them. See if is it worth it to even sell them. Are a lot of them selling? Are a few of them selling? Now, when we looked at this page, we saw that the newer fluid cycles didn't sell. It was the ones that were in excellent condition, and one of them said trainer new, but that was actually, when I went over and looked, that new trainer was not new in the box. It actually said that it was pulled from a pallet of returned sporting goods. So it was actually it was new, but it was a used item. And the pictures in it, the pictures of it, showed some wear and tear. It almost looks like it was in my living room. And you will see that in their ad, your ad will not look this nice for your first auction, but you will see in their ad, the condition was pulled from a pallet of returned sporting goods. So, keep those things in mind. Remember disclosure to your customers. Get yourself a pad of paper and write this stuff down if you need to. Save the video. You can go over to keepvid.com and you can save this video. and put it in the folder by itself so that you can add each episode to it. Thank you for taking the time to, and thank you for waiting for this video to come out. This is only the first episode. We will have, or first installment, we will have probably, I'm guessing 5 to 6 installments. By the end of the week, you should have your item listed, and when Monday comes, most of our auctions will be ending, and we'll deal with what you do after the auction then. And that's going to be very easy, because if you followed what I've told you in this one, your item is already boxed up, it's already ready to go to the post office as soon as you make your sale. So, good eBaying, and of course, as always, be well. This is Zen Archer. Until next time.